love Jesus.
Apostolic Sunday School.
Hello and welcome to ApostolicSundaySchool.com. Today we're going to be discussing another object lesson, and this is one that if you had a cool factor that could be measured on a scale of 1 to 10, this one is about a 37. It's really, really cool. But on a difficulty or a time to prepare scale, on a 0 to 10, it's probably an 8, so you definitely have to put the time in, you have to order a few things, you have to spend some money, and you have to try this over and over until you get it right. It's not something that you walk into quickly. This is something you want to prepare for probably a couple weeks before you actually run it live. This was introduced to us from a guy in our church. His name is Bob Lee. He's a great guy with science, and he showed it to us once, and I was just enamored with it and thought this is the best thing ever, and I've done it several times now. It's just fantastic. Because there is some danger involved as far as there's a gas that you create and it's flammable, I am not going to be posting the details in either this video or in the article below, and that is to keep people safe. I don't want any kids trying this out and hurting themselves. However, if you're a teacher that wants to try it or you're an older student, just send me an email at info@apostolicsundayschool.com. Post a comment below with some way to contact you. I'll be more than happy to send you all the details so you can get the things ordered you need and get it taken care of. I'm just trying to avoid having people get hurt, because this is one that definitely has that potential if you're not careful. It's about the power of the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost is incredible. It does not make you weak when you become meek. The Holy Ghost is Jesus, the most powerful force that has ever been, is living inside of you, and it makes you where you have power. Acts chapter 1 verse 8, and ye shall receive power. After that, the Holy Ghost is come upon you. So the way this works is there's two ways. First of all, you have a flask and you put ordinary ingredients in this flask, and there's a rubber stopper in the top of the flask, and out of that is coming a tube, and the tube goes into a bowl of bubbles. And it begins to generate these innocent looking beautiful bubbles, and you have a volunteer that comes up that doesn't care about their arm hair too much. It's best to warn them ahead of time and have them scoop up a handful of the bubbles, and as they hold it away from their face, you light it, and with a nice pow, you have a super cool flame and a bunch of bubbles light on fire. It's really exciting. So you talk about the power that's in the Holy Ghost. And then you have some bottles, and we use these Perrier bottles. The water bottles are green. I think they're 25 ounce. And you do the same ingredients inside the bottle, and over the neck of the bottle you stretch a balloon tightly over the top where it can't pop off, and then you wait. And of course you're talking while this is happening about the power of the Holy Ghost, and if you are intimidated by those around you, the Holy Ghost is inside. You're going to help you, and as you're talking, you're going to see the balloons begin to swell and swell and swell and get bigger and bigger and bigger. When they are inflated to the size you want, which is about 6-8 inches across, you're going to pop them off, tie them off, and then the real fun starts. You stretch a string out across the stage. On this string, you tape these balloons, space them out, keep them away from the ends where your volunteers are holding them, and you light them off, and boom, it is a nice explosion, and it's really cool. You see a fireball, an explosion, and you talk about that Holy Ghost that's inside of you is powerful. And of course you can elaborate on this much more than I have in this simple video. But as far as how it's done, again, email me, contact us, and I'll be more than happy to send the information over to you so you can get rolling. It's a great lesson. Thank you, Brother Lee, for giving this to us. But following this, you'll see a demonstration of us doing it live. Thank you so much.
Okay, now while you're holding those two balloons, I need you to also, with your third hand, hold this rope. Stretch it across. There you go. Yeah. But I've been told it's really cool. Standing way over here. Yeah.
Well, the Bible says you shall receive power after that the Holy Ghost has come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me. It's going to be okay. Hey, can we get the lights off just real quick? Just super quick. Are you guys ready? When ye get the Holy Ghost, you're going to receive power. Here we go. Does anybody want the Holy Ghost? More power! I gave you the light so I can light my candle went out. I've been told that this is safe.